Today's video is sponsored by the team over at ASICmarketplace.com. With crypto mining hardware prices dropping, it's critical to find an online store you can trust with your ASIC purchases. The team at ASICmarketplace.com has you covered with some of the most competitive pricing on the market. No matter what brand you're looking for, ASIC Marketplace has it. To name just a few: Bitmain, Goldshell, WhatsMiner, IB-Link, iPolo, Jazzminer, and many more. There are no surprises with ASIC Marketplace. The price listed on their website includes shipping. Imagine that. Finally, ASIC Marketplace takes the buying experience to the next level by accepting cryptocurrency as payment directly on their store. Go check out ASIC Marketplace today via the link in this video's description down below, as well as save $110 at checkout with discount code 𝐵HOBBYISTMINER. Hello. Oh my gosh. Trying to figure this thing out. What's going on? I got to change my camera. Let's see if this works. Okay. So I don't want to. Let's see. I think we're good. Guys. How are we doing today? Can you guys hear me okay? This is like an impromptu setup here right now. So let's see. Is that better? There we go. I'm like trying to figure this all out. StreamYard, still learning. Still getting things nailed down. How are you guys? Let me know if I look and sound good. I literally am set up at an Airbnb right now. So like I got like this lapel mic on. We're trying to test that out. I got my camera set up. So yeah, so you guys will have to know how we sound, which is good. Awesome. You guys can hear me okay. I'm sorry if there's much of an echo. Not much I could do, right? With what we got going on. But yeah, so guys, this is just like a impromptu. I never have Mountain Dew. It's good. Impromptu stream. I'm down here in Texas for a mining farm tour that I'll be going on tomorrow. Staying in an Airbnb right now. Long day of travel. I was up at 4 a.m. this morning and just got down here to Southern Texas. Great shirt. Where'd you get that from? I don't know. Where'd I get that from? Cypherpunk on the back. Here, I'll show you guys the back. Can you see the back? Ugh. Zero flux given. So yeah. So anyways, I got nothing to do. So I'm like, I'm just going to go live, and I brought everything for it. I have all my camera bag equipment. So I'm like, sure, this will be fun. So yeah, guys, I'm just going to hang out tonight. Shot an invite out to a few people. If they're free, I told them to stop in. I'm going to go ahead and message them here shortly. Yes. So I'm going to hit them up and just say, hey, like, feel free to come in, hang out with me, chat with me, and we'll kind of see how things go, which will be pretty cool. So mining farm tour, that'll be fun tomorrow. This is the fraction mining. If you guys aren't familiar, a little while back, I did a video on mining NFTs. I'm not sure if you guys remember that video, but we're actually visiting the farm that is hosting these ASICs that actually do the mining, which I think will be really, really cool. So that'll be nice to kind of check that out, kind of connect the two for you guys too, because, I think it's always hard, especially as crypto miners, where, we hear of these NFT things. I'll be honest, I'm not into NFTs, and I never have been. I've been approached by lots of companies to promote NFTs. I'm like, yeah, I'm not really big on digital art. And then when I connected with Fraction Mining, they had said, well, it's an NFT, but there's no like crazy fancy art behind it. But it actually has mining on the other side of it. So like you actually have a set hash rate and you're actually getting a payout from it. And I'm like, okay, now you're talking my language. So I think it'll be pretty cool to kind of discuss that, and look at that, connect the dots for people as well. So yeah, so I mean, those of you guys not familiar, like how it works, I might as well take the time to chat about it now. And then we'll just kind of hang out, answer questions, shoot the shit. I'm going to shoot some links out to people. But so the way it works is like they have Bitcoin, Kadena, and Caspa NFTs. And on the flip side, they actually have the physical unit. So let's say you have like an ice river, like KS3, right? And they sell portions of that hash rate. So like, let's take like a KS3 and now split it 10 ways. And then when you purchase that NFT, you get a portion of that hash rate, and you pay once, and then you set up on their dashboard your address, and then you just get the payouts every month type of deal from it. So instead of you going ahead and purchasing an entire KS3, you get a portion of it, and everything's included. It's a set fee, it's all included type of deal. So it's a really cool concept. It's very similar to like split hashing. Something I looked at with like LuxOS, if you guys aren't familiar with that, with ASICs, where like you can go into an ASIC with their firmware, with LuxOS firmware, and then you could split it as many different ways as you want. Kind of similar to that, but these guys have their own whole thing behind it. But yeah. So yeah, it should be cool. Let's see. I just saw the poll out of the corner of my eye. Thought it said something about being moist. What? Did I type something improperly? No, I didn't. Okay. I was just curious. I put that poll out there. If you guys aren't familiar, go ahead and vote on it. I just put, what are you most interested in today? Is it GPU mining, ASIC mining, or you don't really care? You're just interested in anything crypto mining related. So I'll let you guys fill that out over the next few minutes. Yeah, mining NFTs are not super foreign. There's another one out there that I actually met the guys at Mining Disrupt, and that is the guys, Kadena Mining Club. They have something super similar, but they actually have and I have one, and it was really cool. They actually had an artist designed these animated images of these. It's almost like an ASIC, but on like a robot head. And everyone is different. And you buy a Kadena Mining Club NFT, and it's a cool design and everything looks good. And then that gets you X amount of hash rate. And electrical is all included. It's like one set fee. Don't quote me, I think it's like $300. And then every month I get my payouts of Kadena from it. And then the cool thing is every once in a while they call them vials. And it's pretty much, think of like a stim boost. It's a vial. And so you go on their website, they have this whole platform designed, and your guy goes into like a tank. It's really cool. It almost looks like a video game. And you insert the vial, which is a separate NFT. I think they sell them for like $75 each. You buy the vial, and it takes your NFT looking robot ASIC guy and transforms him into a different art, a different, robot looking dude. So your NFT art changes, and then it actually increases your hash rate. So I think like the hash rate was like 3.5 terahash. And then when you use the vial, it goes up to like 5 or something like that. So it's a really cool concept, to say the least. I have not kept up with chat. I'm sorry. Galaxy, what a weird question. Let me go back on questions a little bit here. I feel like max voltage right now. Usually max is like 10 minutes behind on chat, and I always give him a hard time. I think Max is going to join us tonight too, just kind of hang out. Let me catch up on chat a little bit here. Everyone just asking what's good, how we doing. Lisa likes the t-shirt. Lisa, you weren't at Cypherpunk, were you? I don't think you were. Let's see. Hello from the Czech Republic. What is going on? Thanks for joining me. Thanks for being a member. I appreciate it. Guys, side note, we're going to do a little self-promotion here. I started a new thing. Now, every week, my members get a dedicated video from me, and it's an update video on what I'm working on, projects I got going on, things in the pipeline. So every Sunday, so we're on week 3. So Sunday, we'll have another members video update. Just one of the perks. The second perk for being a member is you are in a private Discord sub-channel of my channel with me, and I chat all the time with people, and you kind of get more attention and stuff like that in there. So those are the member perks on my side of the world. All right, going down chat here. Let's see. You haven't heard of the mining NFT, which is cool. Cole says here, my new apartment has free electricity. Oh, I guess I could throw this up on screen, right? Ooh, there you go. Free electricity. I was thinking about going all in to mine enough Neoxa for a masternode. What are your thoughts? with free electricity, I think is fantastic. Good for you. If you're in the military or something like that, they're not really going to bat an eye. But if you actually have a traditional like landlord and you're going to go crazy with the electric, I would check your contract, because even if electric is free, there might be something in there that has a stipulation like you can't use X more than a normal household or something like that. But if so, I think that's fantastic. Go for it, dude. I think it's great. You look fantastic today. Are you hitting on me? But thank you. S19K coming. Can't wait for my first ASIC. Hell yeah, man. Where'd you end up buying it from? I'm very curious. And do you have the infrastructure at home to run it? Heat, power, can you take the noise? I'm very interested to hear, Jake, which is good. After that comment, maybe not. Whoa, see, I'm catching up with chat now. We're good, Max, we're good. Oh man, Techman's throwing this man under the bus. Woo! What's the best GPU for mining today? I think it depends. It's really funny. GPU mining has really changed. You know, go back. If you asked that question 4 months ago, maybe I would have just been like a 3070 from an efficiency perspective. But now that we're starting to talk about things like Dynex, or future things like Flux, and with with the memory, even with Dynex being memory being so important, I've seen some people looking at 3080s right now. Some of the guys in here that are very heavy on VAST and some of those other things may say 3090s. So it really varies. I think it comes down to the project you're most interested in. Launching 10 Titan nodes for the Flux team momentarily. Wow, good for you, dude. That's freaking fantastic. Might have to bring you in here to talk about that. That's great. Yeah, 1 million Neoxa is a lot. I can't remember what I ended up. I had 350,000 Neoxa that I had mined, but I also came into it really late. Like I ignored some of these guys and was just like, yeah, it's Neoxa, it's another coin. I learned my lesson and came into it late, and then got interested in the smart node actually after watching some of your friend Andy's content. But then I really got hooked into it after I had Andy from the Neoxa project on the live stream, and I was like, damn, okay. So I went ahead, I sold some Bitcoin, and I bought the rest that was needed. 6700 XT is very, very good. Very, very good right now. That's something, I actually have 8 of those on the way coming from Hawk. So I'm really, really excited about that. I think the Mining King is setting up Titan nodes with Terra hosting. They actually just launched their Titan nodes, or not Titan nodes. Oh, did you say Titan nodes? No, not Titan nodes. I don't know why I said. No, he did say Titan nodes. Damn. Okay. I thought you were talking about Cumulus nodes, because I know you guys just launched. Terra hosting does offer Cumulus nodes that you guys can set up through them, and they'll host them for you. I had to reread that again. Titan nodes are totally different. Titan nodes are a shared type of thing, which is awesome. Let me get some music on real quick. I do want to extend this. I know there were a few people that said they'd be interested in stopping by just to hang out and chat, so I want to make sure I don't hold them up too long. Only using the music. I don't know if it's too loud, because everything else I play literally gets copywritten, like to share revenue. Every single thing I've played, it can't win. Cannot comment on that unless I get approval from the team. Oh, what was this question? What's the incentive? Oh, for you guys to run the Titan node. Got it. Oh yeah, there's most likely a kickback, which makes sense. They're a hosting company. You're mining. Oh, look at this one. I'm very surprised by this comment. Still mining Space Mesh have a 133090s and 133070 Ti rigs to plot drives. Wow, that's incredible. Yeah, I saw that on Son of a Tech's channel. So good for you for doing that. I think that's really, really cool. You've been earning $90 a day with that. That's really impressive. You had 80K Neoxa, but I sold it before the price pump. Hey, you can't look back on those decisions. I get it. We got a $5 donation here from Techman. We appreciate you, brother. Okay, symbol blocked YouTube. Sorry, dude. I appreciate it. No, thank you very much for the $5. I appreciate that donation. Very cool. If all goes well, Cumulus nodes will be online today as well. Damn, aren't you just a big man? Busy, busy boy. Oh, you got your working UPS battery backup system installed. That's nice. Do you have it hooked up to your generator? That'd be cool. What type of watch is that? This is actually the Flux. So I completely forgot I had this on. Is it gonna? I don't know if it's going to. There it is. That's the Flux Titan watch. All right, let's see. Catching up here. I just discovered all my wall plugins are on a single 20 amp circuit. Yeah, that's going to be problematic for you. Good luck with that one. Yeah, that's very interesting. Yeah, King's putting in the work today. 1 sec here. I got a message I got to check. And then we'll invite some people in to hang out. Okay, nothing crazy. I got, let's see, let me message this person real quick. I got to copy something real quick. Hang on. There's some stuff going on. Copy, paste. Okay, cool. Let me grab the link, see if anybody wants to stop in, hang out. Bam. Copy. And I'll definitely get to any questions you guys have. Let's see. Put that one there. That one there. Oh my gosh, go away. I just got an advertisement. I'm like, what is this? Okay. I think we're good. All right, let's see what you guys are chatting about. What are you chatty Cathy's chatting about over here? Let's see. Hey, this is Boomer. Look forward to meeting you at the site. Oh, I didn't know that I'd be meeting you. That's awesome, man. Boomer, I was not familiar. He didn't tell me. Sounds good, dude. He doesn't tell me anything. I just show up. Yeah, tomorrow I'm going to be visiting the fraction mining facility, doing a tour of it, checking it out, which will be really cool. Looking forward to it. Yeah, should be a good time. I have now actually never been to a container farm. Their setup is a container farm setup. So, you know, we've been to, let's think through it. We were at Crypto Caverns, which was that farm that was on the hydroelectric dam. And they had GPUs that were off at that time. This was like a little bit after the merge, and ASICs that were on there, all air-cooled system. Where else did we go? Musk Miners, we went to the immersion farm, which that was really, really cool, and got to check that out. Where was the other one? Oh yeah, so the immersion one was really cool. That was really different. They were built in containers. And then we were in South Dakota at Vidholm's mining farm, which is the massive, really long facility that was totally air-cooled as well. So it was really neat to kind of experience all of those, which was nice. Got any mining rigs plugged in at that Airbnb? No. Dude, I was up at 4 a.m. this morning, and I don't usually sleep a ton on planes, just like a little bit. But up at 4 a.m., flight was at 6:15 to fly to Fort Worth, Texas. And it was like 3.5 hours, and I woke up off and on, but I kept like waking up and falling back asleep, waking up, falling back asleep. So I slept almost the entire, like, it was almost a 4-hour flight. I couldn't believe it, which was nice. It isn't showing in chat. I don't know what it is. I am the site manager. Oh, that's fantastic. Very, very cool. Boomer, I'm going to be very interested to chat with you. That's awesome. I need someone to help me with quantum AI. That's not me. You sold your HS and got a mini Doge Pro. Gonna stack the LTC and Doge. Yeah, I actually have my L7s. I have 2 L7s. They are on Mineable, and they're getting paid out only in Dogecoin. Just everything into Dogecoin. So I've been stacking Dogecoin. Some of you guys may have heard me say before, I really see like Ethereum Classic and Litecoin, I view as like a highway. They're a highway between 2 points. So like it's mined, and then what do you actually want? I don't know many people that are like, I'm stacking my Ethereum Classic, or like some people might say I'm stacking Litecoin, but yeah, it's just it's not something I'm stacking at all. Any updates on the immersion tank? Yeah, let me see if I can show you guys this picture. I'm working off of a 1 PC setup, so you guys are gonna have to bear with me a little bit. Let's look here. Let me see if I can share this. Present. Share screen. Okay. Or one monitor. My other monitor, literally the port is broken in it, so I brought it with me and it didn't work well. Okay. Here we go. Twitter. Okay, cool. Share. Yes. Let me go back here. Does that show it? Okay, it shows it. All right, cool. I wasn't really sure what it would show. All right, so on Twitter, yesterday I actually, is it enlarged? Yeah, cool. Yesterday I built this pad. This is the pad where the dry cooler is gonna go. So I built the pad out of 4x4s, pressure treated. So there used to be a bush there. If you guys remember in my video, there used to be a bush that was right there. You can actually see it off to the side. So I cut it back with hedge trimmers. I dug it out, all the roots, flattened the ground out, leveled it out. So I did the 4x4 pressure treated on the around the outside. I did put what are they called? What are the rods called? Oh my gosh, I'm forgetting the name of them. Anyways, rods, they're the metal steel rods down through them and into the ground to hold them in place. I then put like weed paper, I think some people call it tar paper, stapled to the inside, so it kind of made like a tub. And then I filled it with leveling sand. And then I put the cement blocks on top that you see there. And then I filled that with more leveling sand. And then my HVAC guy recommended these bricks that you guys see there to get it off the ground, because we get a decent amount, not a ton. Sometimes we get snow in Pennsylvania, to get it off the ground a little bit more. But this unit will kind of, radiate heat with everything it's doing, so it should be okay. But yeah, I did that literally on Thursday. Yesterday morning I did that, which was awesome. So it turned out pretty cool. All right, let's see here. I got to remove this. Hang on, I got to make sure. Oh, I see. There's a person in my lobby. Who's that guy? All right, I know. Let me go ahead here. I don't think he's a pink kind of man. Let's change it up here a little bit. Let's see here. I'm gonna find a little something for him. What's this one here? That's a little more fitting. All right, let's add this man to the stage. What's up, young man? How are you today?
Hey, what's going on?
Well, man, look at you. Did you get like a new camera and stuff? It all looks all nice and fancy.
Really? No, it's the same A6000.
No. It looks good.
No, oh man, the studio is a complete disaster zone right now. I'm gonna redo my whole studio, so it's like there's just like stuff everywhere behind me. So
yeah, I think I saw a rendering that you were putting together for like a studio setup, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna do something sort of like that. I don't know. I'm not gonna keep the 3D printers out. I'm probably gonna make that like space like my workspace. You know what I mean? Like building rigs and servers and stuff like that. So
yeah,
it's gonna be
cool.
Pretty close to that. You know what I mean? I'm not buying the $800 desks though. We're going the cheaper route. I'm not spending $2,500 on desks.
Yeah, I built it with 2x4s and plywood. Who are you kidding? That's awesome.
Working on Titan nodes and Cumulus nodes right now.
That's awesome. Yeah, the Titan nodes definitely sound unique to say the least. Are they a different setup than like your traditional nodes that you would set up, like your Cumulus ones and stuff like that? Like, are they more robust in any way?
Well, we kind of we didn't build the traditional Titan nodes. I'm not going to leak what we used. But
no, it's fine. It's fine. You do
we do get high EPS scores. Like we're at 7,300 or so. So
okay,
our EPS score is like really high. So but I mean, yeah and no. So we added the UPS systems, which are going to give us roughly about 70 to 80 minutes of an outage. You know what I mean?
Yep. Okay, so they'll operate on their own, but there isn't really like a generator or anything like that at the site.
Not currently. The generator isn't operational, but we are We are working on some investments right now and stuff like that. So
well said, young man. Well
if those come through, there will be a new generator.
Nice. That's cool. That's cool. You gotta take that.
Oh man, I got the guy calling me right now. Give me 1 second, obvious.
That's right. You just
I got the.
All right, it's cool. Let him chat through it. Yeah, you guys were talking about rebar. Yes, so that was rebar. Thank you. I don't know why I couldn't think about it, which is good. Am I going to have a video on it? 100%, 100%. So I'll have a video on it in the next week or two on the immersion system. I got the dry cooler set up as we talked about that you guys saw in the picture, which was this one here. So that will actually flow over into the shed, which will be really, really nice. So now when I get back, one of my plans is I'm actually going to be emptying the entire shed to replan out some things. And then I'll be putting the tank in place and running that into, and then I have to run out of the tubing into this for the immersion setup. But yeah, so that worked out well. Yeah, so I just finished that right before I left for my flight today. I finished that yesterday morning and it turned out good. I needed a good spot for it and I couldn't really figure out a really good one. So that worked out really nice. So yeah. Yeah, so looking forward to it. I'd say in the next two weeks or so, I do want to get it done before like it gets too cold, the ground gets too hard, or it snows and stuff. So this was the main thing I needed to get done. Like I wanted to get done as soon as possible, which worked out nice. Chump Change, what happened to the tour? Tour's tomorrow. If you want to join Chump Change, let me know. I'm just hanging out. I'm literally just like hanging out at an Airbnb right now. So if you want to join, just message me. I'll hit you up, get you the link, which will be cool. Yeah. It was live. Nope, not live. No, tour's tomorrow. Today we're just hanging out. I'm in an Airbnb in Texas right now. Mining King's working on some stuff, so he's a busy boy. You're muted. If you're talking to me, you're muted. So you're good. Oh, you're on the phone. That's fine. You're good. Good, brother. You're good. Here, we'll swap over here. We'll look at my pretty face in the meantime. That's by fog hashing, actually. Here, I can throw that back up. There it is. Yeah, that's fog hashing, actually, is that dry cooler. I've had it for a little while, but I needed to pull the trigger on it and get that up and running because, it's a lot of steps. Like, I need to get this all done. The nice thing is the fittings, I think, are really cool. I think, I looked at the fittings on this thing and was like, oh, man, Chump Change would really like this. So, yeah, the next video I do on this, I'm going to be running all the piping into my current shed, into the tank. I'm going to have a video, that same video on installing third-party software on the two ASICs that I chose to put in here. So we're going to do the S19K Pro, and then we're going to do the S19J Pro 100 terahash. Those are already prepped. If you guys saw my previous video, we stripped them down to prep them for immersion. They got the handles on them. They've been fully cleaned. I stripped them all the way down, removed all the hash boards, removed everything out of it, cleaned everything by hand inside and out, put it all back together. It all worked, which was good. Tested it. And we have our dummy plugs in. And yeah, so the ASICs are ready, but I do want to test firmware on them first, of course, before I immerse them in oil, which would be pretty cool. Yeah, I'm excited. This is a project like this I'm excited to get into, which will be really, really nice. So I'm looking forward to it. Super excited to see the video on the immersion. We need a comparison of air. Yes, so the reason I picked the 100 terahash unit is I want to take the 100 terahash unit and I want to put it once down the road, the next few months, I'm going to compare it, the 100 terahash immersion one, to 100 terahash air-cooled in my shed and kind of do some cross comparisons, which will be pretty sweet. I have the Jazzminer X16Q. It's not as quiet as everyone says. I think it's pretty quiet. I think it's pretty good. Oh, you're using them in the house. Yeah, I need to move in my house. In the next few weeks here, I'm going to move like my Jazzminers in, except for the X4 1U, but the Jazzminer X4Q, Jazzminer X16Q, and the iPolo V1H, that's the Hydro one. Excuse me. And then if we still need heat, because that'll cover like 3 floors, right? If we still need heat,
Then I have some of those iPolos, because these are all things that I have running in the shed right now, so I might as well put them in the house if I need the heat for it. I have all of those gold shells. I don't really have any plans to run those because those are definitely not profitable right now at all, so we won't be running those. Yeah, my X4, like he was commenting here saying the X16Q, mine's quiet. I mean, it's got like a little like hum to it, but like they're just like really quiet fans. I don't find them loud at all, so I'm really surprised. Really surprised to hear that. Stop the cap. Did you get the helium thing working? So I had my helium video, right? That went really. I got everything installed, went up on the lift. That was an experience. And I had to take these pictures with the different apps and stuff, and I had to register it. Well, my registration failed. They came back to me and told me the app I used was an outdated like instructions that I had. I needed to use a different app. Well, it's like, well, what the hell? Like, what do I do? Like, to use a different app, like, I got to rent a boom lift again. Because it's like, buddy, it's not like I'm walking downstairs and I'm going to go ahead and put my phone on top of this thing again. I'm like, it's mounted at the peak of my house. So I got to figure out something there. So my neighbor has this crazy big extension ladder. He's in the construction industry, into like the steel industry. And he's like, oh yeah, he's like, I'll go up on a ladder for you. So he's going to go up on an extension ladder, which I'm going to be very impressed if it actually reaches. If it doesn't, then I'm going to rent a lift again, which really sucks because like, it just sucks. So if I have to rent a lift again, the challenge is like I called the company and was like, listen, I literally want the lift for 5 minutes. If your driver comes here, parks it, and hoists me up in it, because he's going to be a lot faster than I am. There was no training. There was no certification. There was no instructions. It was like, here's the boom lift, and that was it. So I had to figure out how to use it on my own. That was a little terrifying, especially when you can adjust the bucket. Yeah. Anyways, so I was like, hey, I want the lift for like 10 minutes. I'm like, I literally just need to take a picture of something that I rented the boom lift for the other day. And they're like, well, we can't do it for like 10 minutes. Like, we'd have to give you the minimum. And I'm like, okay, well, what's the minimum? And he's like, the minimum is 4 hours. And I'm like, okay. He's like, that'll be $250. I'm like, oh my God. Or I rented it the other day for 2 days and it was $400. So I'm like, damn it. So like, I'm hoping I don't have to go back to that. Because I literally want somebody to come by, drop off the lift and stay there. I'll go up in it. I'll put the app on it because I had to put my phone on the 𝐊𝐳 radio with the app. And then I actually, because the boom lift couldn't go high enough, I had a selfie stick with an old phone I had, and I put it on a 10-second timer. And I took the picture with that aiming down at my phone, which was on top of the radio. And that's how I did it. And I got to like use this other app. And then, so I have to use this other app, get the readings, and then resubmit it. But like let's say they come back, they're like, well, that isn't exactly what we wanted, or we need something else. Then I got to do it all over again. So yeah. I'm shocked you can't Bluetooth Wi-Fi it. No, so you don't actually connect to the device. So the device is on my network. What they need for the certification is there's actually apps on the phone that you actually have to download. Like this is one of them here. Like this is one of them here. And it like sits flat and it creates these little balls. You guys can't really see it. Yeah. They need to see a picture of this on top of the 𝐊𝐳 radio, that big radio I have. And they need to see the radio in the picture as well. So yeah, it's crazy. Evening all. Doesn't DJ look different tonight? Wait, what? Why would DJ look different? I'm confused. Yeah, so it's a little bit different there. What's up, best YouTube? Welcome, welcome. I got some 22s in chat. Would you guys follow him along? Crazy kids. Get rid of that. Okay. Yeah, so we'll see. It's just painful to say the least. How? Oh, it's a great question. How? So you're going back to how we were testing with the firmware. So the way that I'm going to test the firmware, let me kill this here first real quick here. So the way I'm going to do some of the firmware is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put an AC Infinity inline fan in front of the ASIC because it doesn't have any fan. There's no fans on the ASIC right now with the dummy plugs. And that's how I tested them just to make sure that like I was keeping them cool enough. Oh, because DJ usually does a live on Friday night. Yeah, if DJ is doing a live, then don't let me interrupt them. Yep, 100%. Yeah. It always make it so difficult, right? Yep. So yeah, show should be cool. Let me change up this music that just repeats itself over and over and over again. Yeah, I literally, so the last stream I did, I had on what's that website? SoundCloud. I found a royalty-free playlist called Royalty Free. I played it and got like 14 copyright, not like strikes. They call them like, what do they call them? Like copyright notifications now. And so what they do is they enable profit sharing. And it's just so stupid. Every time I do a live stream, like I'm very curious to see if it does it with this one, with these that are provided by StreamYard, to see what happens, because I get like destroyed every time. Yeah. Where did 22 originate from? I do not know. This guy right here. Yo, what's up, Tech Cluster? Welcome. You worked 19 hours last night. Too damn tired. Well, we're not going to have the DJ Minds hype tonight, you know? I hear you. Dude, I like traveled all day. So like I was up at 4, left the house at 4:30, got to the airport at 5. I was able to get like a little bar and like a quick snack, and then flew to Fort Worth, Texas. I found a place that was still serving breakfast, which was good. And I was able to get breakfast there, which was great because I needed it. It was like 2 cups of coffee, breakfast potatoes, and an omelet with cheddar cheese and bacon. And that was good. That held me over. But that was like 10 o'clock this morning. And then I got here. I had to take another flight to where we are now. And then I got here and I was like, dude, I'm starving. It is like dinner time. I am hungry. So I haven't had Papa John's in years. I don't usually have Papa John's because my wife is gluten-free, so she can't have it. And my son is egg-free. So we just never order Papa John's in our house. So man, I got it with that stuffed cheesy crust. Oh, that was so dang good. Listen, I'm no panda, but it was really good. See, yeah, just put a 32-foot ladder on the side of the house, run it up there and get it done. Call a handyman, painter, roofer, and give them a note to do it for you. Yeah, that's what I'm going to see. That's kind of the avenue I'm going to go and see what happens, which will be nice. Rent a ladder from Home Depot. Yeah, we'll see what happens. All right, let's see here. Hey, how's monitor with you? Boom situation. Sounds like you need the access point on your roof to be able to achieve the best possible solution. Yeah, right. The poll is crazy. Where are the ASIC fans at? Why is the poll crazy? I'm confused. Yeah, I can relate. I was going to come on with Hobbyist Miner, but can't keep my eyes open after a cup of coffee. Was it coffee with caffeine or was it that decaf stuff? Max, honestly, don't sweat it, brother. If you're tired, don't worry about it. I'm literally just hanging out. Does Papa John's use eggs? That I'm not sure about. Most pizzerias use egg. They use egg as to baste it. So like they'll use egg in some way or another, but I'm not positive. Let's see here. I just saw a comment. Here we go. From Best YouTube, Flux T-shirt. What is your view on Flux? I'm excited for Flux. Flux is my second largest bag of my crypto holdings. We went to Cypherpunk not too long ago. I'm eager for them to get proof of useful work out to the masses. I'm eager to see where that goes. I think the Flux Core side is going to have a little bit of a hard time for adoption, especially if it's not just take this USB drive, plug it into my mining rig, and boot to it like we're used to with HiveOS. If the install process has more of a learning curve to it, I think it'll be harder for adoption. Honestly, you're going to need a really good reason to get people off of HiveOS. Now, granted, FluxCore it looks awesome. It's super pretty. So with that, proof of useful work being live, I think is going to be the big one. in order to add that incentive. The nice thing is they're talking about proof of useful work providing 10 times the profitability for us miners. So that's a huge win. Like if you can take GPU mining right now and then with Flux and then times it by 10, that's pretty badass, you know, when you're talking about your profitability. So yeah, we'll have to see. We'll have to see where it goes. Let me catch up here. Could a drone do it? So you could do it. You could do it with a drone, but here's the problem. The drone would have to put my phone on top of the BiCell's antenna, have the app running on it, and then the drone would have to take a picture and then retrieve my phone. So yeah. Oh yeah. So the poll right now, the poll right now running. What are you most interested in today? GPU mining, 47%, ASIC mining, 22%, or 31% don't really care anything mining. So I'm just curious on where the community's head is at right now. Yeah, right. Yeah, cut the wall out, get through. Yeah, I hear you. We had to transport water to the local city. Their main pipe burst. So, oh man, that's crazy. Up that way too? That's nuts. Some people use coffee just to go to sleep. Some people have an adverse reaction. I've never heard of that before. That's really interesting. Never heard of that before. DJ, I didn't even know that that was a thing going on. Well, I guess it doesn't make like the mainstream news. Where does Dynex sit in my portfolio position? I can take a look real quick. Let me look here. Dynex is quite a ways down there. Let's see. Oh man. Dynex is 2.2% in my entire portfolio right now. 2.2%. All right, let's see what else we got here. Good question though. I have a lot of my GPU mining rigs on Dynex right now. Like here, let's look here. I can bring up Hive here to show you. Flux should try to integrate with Hive OS. Flux's proof of useful work will eventually come to Hive OS. That was something I teased in my video about the fact that you will be eventually at some point able to take your rig in Hive OS and toggle it onto proof of useful work. There's no exact timeline on that. There's just something being talked about. I'd be so much more mad. I know, right? Trust me, I was pissed when I got that email. GPU mining is the most interesting, but I feel like it's on its last breath. Well, the challenge is profitability. When you look at it, and I get it, like GPU mining, we're talking cents a GPU, if not anything, right? ASICs, we're talking dollars. So everyone's in crypto mining for the money. Let's be honest here. All of us here are into we wouldn't be buying all this hardware just for free, just to say, we're doing it. You're in it for the money. So when you're talking cents or you're talking dollars, which one are you most interested in? So I get it. 100%. Dude, I feel like I saw 𝐒𝐢𝐿𝐶𝐼𝐿 get a pump recently. I don't know. Let's look here. Because I feel like I saw 𝐒𝐿𝐶𝐼𝐿 actually had a pump more recently. Let me share my screen here. It's a little difficult with one monitor. There we go. Can I do it this way? There we go. A little bit better. Let's get your comment off the screen. Perfect. Yeah, so 𝐒𝐿𝐶𝐼𝐿, that's MEWC. There it is. I feel like I saw something about how it got a pump. What was that? Was that yesterday? Oh yeah, look at this. It got quite a pump yesterday. I mean, 7-day, it's up 16%. 14-day, it's almost up 30%. That's insane. Now overall for 30-day, negative 5.7. But yeah. It had a little love right there. But that's 30-day, 90-day. Yeah, I mean it was a little higher before, but yeah, it's had some potential in there. There's been some love in there. I've also been looking at more and more. I've been getting a lot of alerts on 𝐒𝐢𝐬𝐬𝐜𝐸. 𝐒𝐤𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐜 had some love earlier today as well. Look at that. That's a 7-day. That's a nice increase. What about 14-day? That's 14-day. We'll take it. 30-day. Oh, can we go 90? 90-day. Oh my God. 180. Oh my word. Look at that. Man, I wish I was down here and listened to a lot of you guys like, holy cow, I was earning more of this. Or no, that was more like a year ago. I feel like it was a year ago. Wasn't it a year ago when people, yeah, like Chump Change and Panda and King were playing like Rust and stuff? That was like over a year ago. That was farther back. Damn. That would have been the time. Still, that's pretty cool. That is pretty. I was like, dang it. Let's see here. Most of my hardware that I use, I got for free from the IT department at college. Oh, okay. There you go. I don't think 𝐒𝐢𝐬𝐬𝐜𝐸 is going to go anywhere. Yeah, I mean, it definitely needs a reason, you know. Yeah, definitely. Playing Rust, making $10 a day. Is that nuts? Is that nuts? And what man, I don't know if, hopefully some of you guys held on to that. Because, like, I didn't play Rust. You guys played that for a while and did a lot of that. I feel like you guys earned a decent amount of 𝐒𝐢𝐬𝐬𝐜𝐸 then as well. I didn't get into that at all. I just let it sit. I just let you guys do the whole 𝐒𝐢𝐬𝐬𝐜𝐸 thing, and now I totally regret it. When I was buying it, you know, you're stacking 𝐒𝐢𝐬𝐬𝐜𝐸 through iNodes. Nice. I have mine with Node Orbit, but it's not a shared. It's a full smart node, which is really nice. I've earned every 29 hours. I'm earning $7 in 𝐒𝐢𝐬𝐬𝐜𝐸. I think I've earned. Let me find that link real quick here. I can actually show you guys my direct payouts. They actually have a nice GUI for it. Let me find it real quick. So that'll let me show you guys all the payouts from that. I just got to find the link. I have it in my list of things here. Here it is. All right. Will that load? Let's see. Okay, cool. Yeah, that loaded. Okay, let me share this with you guys. Yeah, I got 350K from. That's awesome, dude. That's awesome. I had about 350 from mining it. I have like one rig on it. It's a 12 card 6600 rig that I've had on it for a while, but that's it. Let me share this real quick here. Share screen. All right, did that load? Yeah, that loaded. Okay. So this is my 𝐒𝐢𝐬𝐬𝐜𝐸 wallet. This is the payout address. So when you set this up, the 𝐒𝐢𝐬𝐬𝐜𝐸 itself is held in a different wallet, and then you actually set a payout wallet. It auto generates a separate payout wallet, which is pretty cool. So you could see I've earned 49,500 𝐒𝐢𝐬𝐬𝐜𝐸, which, let me look here, 49,500. So I've earned $150 just with running this node, and I turned it up on the September 21st. Yeah, 21st. So it's been up for less than 30 days. We're just about that 30-day mark. And you can see here, look, we're getting payouts of 2,250 𝐒𝐢𝐬𝐜𝐸 every 29 hours, which is nuts, which is really, really cool. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's awesome. I mean, you got to think about it. Like, man, so you spend that money or you mine it to get that 𝐒𝐢𝐬𝐜𝐸, a million 𝐒𝐢𝐬𝐜𝐸. I think right now it goes for like 2,900, but 𝐒𝐢𝐬𝐜𝐸 has gone up a ton. Let's look here. 1 million 𝐒𝐢𝐬𝐜. Oh yeah, it's gone up. Now we're over $3,000, $3,066 right now. And you get it. You get that 𝐒𝐢𝐬𝐜. You have to. I have mine hosted through Node Orbits. I'm going to do a video on that probably in about another month. I have it scheduled, and you host it through their site. So it's $72 a year to host a 𝐒𝐢𝐬𝐜 node on their site. So for me, I've already paid for my hosting for this almost doubled, which is doubled pretty much. So great, my hosting's covered first month. Plus I'm still making out, and then they just keep it up and running, which is awesome, and it's good to go there. And then I just every 29 hours I collect 2,250 𝐒𝐢𝐬𝐜𝐸. So it's a huge win-win. I mean, I look at these people like your friend Andy. He's the one who really turned me on to this the most. And then somebody like 𝐿𝐴𝑠𝐶oin. I know 𝐿𝐴𝑠𝐶oin has like 10 of these. I mean, you're doing pretty good. I mean, based off of some quick math, they're earning over $1,500 a month just for holding that much 𝐒𝐢𝐬𝐜𝐸. That's nuts. That's nuts. Yeah, I saw your friend Andy's video on it. It's very, very good. Yes, DJ. Yeah, Node Orbit. It's run by a gentleman named Jonathan. I actually met him in person he was actually at Cypherpunk. Oh, and then this guy King in here. Didn't even know he was in here. You know, he's hiding. Man, oh man. Welcome back, young man. How are you? You're muted. You're muted. You're muted. You're muted. You know, I love seeing your mouth moving and nothing coming out of it. I'll be honest.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, this guy. Oh man, I had to stop the building from catching on fire, but no.
Oh, that's good. You know, firefighter king coming in. I get it.
But
I was talking about my 𝐒𝐢𝐬𝐜 node. Sorry, I don't know how long you were in there. I just was rambling off.
No. I just got back. I had to do some troubleshooting on a switch. Okay. So. No, I'm back now. So we got the UPSs installed and everything's up. Good. So everything's good to go. So
nice.
I pass off all the information to 𝐿𝐴𝐽𝐜 for Titans. And then when I get done hanging out here, I'm going to build. There's some customers that have already pre-ordered their Cumulus nodes. So I'll be building those and then reaching out to them so that they can start their Cumulus nodes.
That's cool. That's cool. First off, it would be nice if StreamYard, when someone was waiting, it'd be nice if you joined and it goes ding, like makes a noise so I can hear it.
Like you're there. They just assume,
I'm like, come on.
Yeah. They just assume you have 10 monitors, you know what I mean?
I actually have a fold-out monitor, like a separate monitor on a kickstand. It's really nice.
Oh, okay.
But the Type-C port was all janked up, so I threw it away. I brought it with me. I was going to use it today. And it's all messed up. I don't know what happened to it. So that sucks. But anyways, back on what you were talking about with your Titan nodes, that's really badass. That's really, really cool. Yes, I wish the profits for Flux were as good as 𝐒𝐢𝐜𝐸 right now, because that would be awesome.
Yeah, it's definitely a long-term play with your Flux nodes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would say that I think the profitable ones are going to be Nimbus nodes and Stratus nodes, obviously. I know that our promo price that we lowered it down to $10, I don't even think it, and that's the lowest in the game.
Doesn't break even.
It's still not profitable at that, unfortunately. It's what it is. It's just like, if you have Flux in your wallet, though, it's kind of like, why wouldn't you kind of do this?
Now, I can't remember. Do you get parallel assets for... you do. That's right. You do get parallel assets with. Yeah, that's right. But you don't get them if you do if you do the Titan node. I don't think
it's very small what you're gonna get. So you're not gonna want to pull it out all the time. You're gonna want to wait I don't know, probably 6 months to a year. Yeah. Because probably the fees to bring it over is gonna be more than what you accumulate. It's not gonna be worth it. So yeah. So I think roughly to start off with, I think we'll be able to spool up about 100 if the demand's there to start off with.
That'd be awesome, though.
And then we just we got another kind of a bigger boy server order that I'm really excited to play with.
Okay.
It's a second gen EPYC, 128 cores, 256 threads.
Is this for the AI related stuff? This isn't for nodes?
No, this is going to be strictly. It's going to be a Stratus and Nimbus machine. It
that would be awesome.
Has 2 terabytes of RAM, dual 8 terabyte NVMe's.
Jeez.
So
you're excited. You're like a little kid in a toy store. You're like, ooh, I can't wait. That's cool.
Yeah, lightning
That's cool.
fast. Yeah.
Boris in chat had a question. I'm going to let you answer it because you had ASICs in your garage. Would two 19K Pro units in an attached garage be too loud? I heard in rooms near the garage.
And heard in rooms. I mean,
I'm not sure about that last part, but yeah, will they be loud? I'll let you answer that. You ran ASICs in your garage.
Well, it's not really fair for me, but I live in Arizona, so my temperatures are usually higher than everybody else's in the country. So
yep.
when I had ASICs at home, I ran them in low power mode. So actually, no, it was manageable. Like, but see, I also had that thing that my garage door would sit on with my filters. So yes, like if you got right up to like on my driveway, yeah, you're gonna hear it. But no, I didn't really hear it in the house. I mean, I heard it because of the filter thing when you go outside, but not in the house.
Yeah, I mean, I think any ASIC you mess with now, they're loud enough. I mean, I've had the pleasure of having them in my house and then having them out in the shed. And even in my shed, like, you know, the one I have here, they're loud. I mean, don't know what you expect. Like, that's kind of the challenge when people talk about getting ASICs. It's like, and anybody in our industry will say, do you have the infrastructure for it? Because it's like, all right, do you have the power? Do you have something to manage the heat? And then finally, the last thing in that is, what about the noise? Because it's loud. And even in low power mode, as King said, like low power mode is quieter, but they're nowhere near silent. They're nowhere near a hum. Like low power mode is still an
I like
ASIC.
The sound. It soothes me. All right.
It soothes me. I go to sleep to ASIC sound. So instead of white noise, King has ASIC miners on that type of deal. That's funny. Yep, 100%. Yeah, that's definitely a challenge for sure. Let's see what else we got in here. Yeah, I don't have any of my flux in any nodes right now. I did have them on the Titan node for the longest time, and I think the Titan node, I think I had 2,000 flux in there at one point, and I can't remember, there's a video out there. I think I earned like 130 flux just putting it in there for the year. But there was no infrastructure, there was no buy-in. It was just here it is, you know, which was nice.
Yeah, with the Titan staking, you don't have the ability to remove it either. Like you have to pick a.
Yeah, it's locked in for the term.
It's not like if you stood a node up and you know, you did it yourself. If you delete the node, you get it, you know, that second, right? So it's a bit trade off. Yeah, there's definitely a benefit. Endless Mining says here, how's Texas? It's hot, dude. I left my house this morning at 4:30. It was 40 degrees outside. I'm now down in Texas. And it was 91 when I got off the plane. I was like, I was a guy in jeans and a sweatshirt. I get off the plane. What? That's like not bad temperatures. That's kind of cooled off for me, anyways. So.
Oh, I bet 100%. Yeah. Yes. The question there on S19K Pro, it does not have low power mode currently. I feel like I read somewhere there won't be a low power mode for it either. Which is really funny because I'm talking to the customer service with Bitmain, their techs I have on Telegram now with my, I guess they're like a partner rep with Bitmain. And then I have their customer service in a Telegram channel and I talk with them about the XP. They're the ones who got that one replaced for me. I messaged them about the S19K Pro and like, guys, here's my video. 2 different locations, 2 different circuits, 2 different setups. This thing is over 3,000. Like, what's the deal? So I'm waiting to hear back from them. They messaged me back. And of course, you know, they play like that stupid troubleshooting. They're like, I assume this is when you powered it on, right? Or does it continue to do it? I'm like, why would I reach out to you if it hits 3,000 watts and then drops down to 2,700 like it should? Right. Like, why would I? Like, dude, I don't care about when it starts up. But yeah, so I'm hoping they get back to me. But I did actually find someone else from Luxor reach out to me, LuxOS. They actually had me send them the logs, and the voltage that I'm running in mine is the exact same as what theirs is, and they're getting the 2,800 watts.
Okay, so they're getting the reduced wattage while you're still getting.
Correct. So the voltage that which I think like their troubleshooting with LuxOS was warranted, where it was like, all right, like is it running 2 different watts? But no, it's the exact same watts that is in the logs, which is really, really nice.
Yeah.
The S19K Pro Panda, I saw his video and I actually talked with him. His is like, what was his, like 2,850? But mine is 3,050. So It's not a ton, but it's also like it's not. There's something to be said for having an ASIC under 3,000 watts. That's like pretty nice. Mine's
No, right.
not
That
there.
was the whole point of the S19K. What seemed appealing to everybody is that it's under 3,000, right? That's where it gets its efficiency from, on the joules per terahash, right? So, I mean, yeah, I'd be kind of mad because you're definitely not as efficient as everybody else.
Yeah, I was hoping to put it on the same circuit, the same 30 amp 240 volt as like something else that was like 3,200 or 3,300 because I'd be good. So that definitely didn't work out well. But here's a question here from Solar Miner in Spain. I'll let you take it.
Uh-oh.
It says, "Hey King, does Terra offer full host and setup for Flux nodes? I got around 1,500 Flux, wondering if it would be profitable if held for 2 years. My internet is not great, and I have solar."
Yeah.
Oh, so it's actually a bigger question. Yeah, it's actually bigger. It doesn't show all of it. Okay. Wondering if it would be profitable if I held for 2 years. My internet. Oh no, it is right. It is the whole question. I'm sorry. Yep. Go ahead.
For us right now, we offer a managed only solution. You fill out a form on terrahosting.io with like all of your TX ID and collateral ID and all that stuff. And everything like that, and you put it in there, and then I build it for you, and then we just manage it for you. So yeah, it's a hands off right now. I have to I don't know if we're ever gonna offer unmanaged like at a lower price because the way that I have it like built for the nodes to like maximize IPs and stuff like that, it's a complicated network I built, and I don't. It's tricky to give somebody else access while not giving them access to other things. You know what I mean? So right now it's just you send us the information and we build the node for you. That's
cool though.
That's what it's going to be for right now.
Yeah, having a fully scripted system like that is definitely tough. You have to build a lot of that front end in order to support it and stuff. So I get it. Chump Change here says, "Saw your sweet China box video today." Look at you.
Yeah, I bought a KS1 from the L7, money that I got from Mr. Hobbyist here.
That's right. He took all my money. He took all my money. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. This man was like, "I'm done with China boxes." And then he sells me his well, you sold me the L7, but then you sold someone else your S19.
Yeah, I sold a customer at Terra the S19, which was nice because all I had to do was change his pools and move it to his account on Foreman, and it was his.
Oh,
so it never even left the system. You know what I mean?
That's really convenient. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's got We got some other ASICs for sale at Terra there, so it's kind of easy. They're being hosted by our landlord. But he's trying to sell them, so he has S19Ks and I think 104 terahashes as well. So
do you guys offer those for sale through the site or not yet? As like a marketplace type deal?
We are working on becoming selling our own ASICs, yes, through the site. Nice. Right now, to find out information about what is for sale, like ASIC wise, you could check out our marketplace or the customer section in our Discord.
That's cool. Today's video is sponsored by Terra Hosting. So
super chat.
Crypto Frank comes in at $9.99. Thank you, sir. Just send all your ASICs to Terra for a low monthly cost and worry-free hosting and maintenance. They'll be running your ASICs. Well, if Terra had the electric rate that I have, which is 4 cents, then I would consider that. But Terra doesn't have 4 cents, so that's why my ASICs are at my house. Well, actually, my house is 7 cents. At the other lot that I have them at is 4 cents. But yes, that is a good recommendation. Most people aren't in my boat, so I get it. Let's see. Oh, here. So this guy says I have 2 of them, the S19K Pros. You can see here, one is at 2,850, another one's at 2,900. Yeah, it's so interesting to hear that they fluctuate.
I wonder if I'm assuming this is based on Silicon Lottery, right? Like how good your chips are. You know what I mean? It's probably how well the tune goes. And probably, unfortunately, Mr. Hobbyist, you
what else is there between the XP,
the short straw on that one?
The XP 1 week and then the other? What was funny, LuxOS actually recommended, of course they did, but to try their firmware to see if that actually makes it more available. So I'm curious if I do their firmware, I'll put it on the default, not making any changes. undervolting or
drop
overclocking. If it'll drop it down, and it's just it's just something bad there. Yeah. Is my meter off? I mean, it's a Drox meter connected to my Yeah.
Do they have the stock firmware on Bitmain website?
They do. They do. And they have it. I have. They haven't.
Okay.
They haven't done a release, but yes, I've tried to reapply the firmware just to see if something. Trust me, I'm on it. I'm on it. I see what you're doing.
All right. Yeah, basic troubleshooting stuff.
Yeah, DJ, that was my video for the S19K Pro that shows the 3,000 watts. Yeah, mine's the only one I've heard of so far that's at 3,000. It's kind of nice to hear someone else is at 2,900, which isn't too far off. It could come down to Silicon Lottery. These, the one I got was an early one. I was told it was from the first batch of those, which was like the first 100. So I really don't know. But I am going to try different firmware on it here sooner than later. I'm going to dabble in different firmware with the immersion setup I have. I haven't decided yet. I'm leaning towards the Hive firmware because so many people are recommending that. Then there's the Lux OS firmware and then Brains as well. So what do you prefer, King? If you had to put one of those three on your ASIC, what would you do?
At Terra, we just run stock Bitmain firmware.
Yep.
For simplicity and management purposes.
But what does the Mining King, if the Mining King had a choice between Hive, Lux, or Brains, which one would you go with?
I'll be straight up honest. I haven't played with any of the firmwares from
any my gosh, people. What kind of miner are you? No, just kidding. I'm gonna put a poll in chat here and see what people recommend. Let's do that. Let's see what they say.
Oh, isn't there there's a board too, right? Like an Epic board or something, or whatever.
Correct. I have the Epic board too, that I have available, that I could run as well. That maybe I could look at swapping out my S19K Pro's control board. Maybe that's my problem. Maybe that's where the issue is at. What firmware should I run?
I mean, I'm trying to remember. I think like Bitmain's DOA rate is pretty high. It's 15%, I think, on units.
Oh my god, it's terrible. I experienced it with my XP. Well, that was let me get this in here. Let's see. Lux OS. Come on. Put my laptop to work here.
There you go. Solar Miner in Spain says the hobbyist hosting service is now open for business.
Yeah, get out of here. I maxed that out already. It's maxed right now. That's why I'm moving 2 ASICs over to my house. So on my XP, the XP. So the one XP I got in was DOA after 15 minutes. So that sucked. And then the second one they sent me, it was overheating. And I reached out to them and they're like, can you move it to cooler temperatures? I'm like, I have 10 other ASICs right next to it. They all run at 64C for the outlet temps. I'm like, this isn't an environment temp issue. There's something wrong with your unit. So then I decided, screw it. I'm just going to put it in immersion and be done with it.
What? Magic China boxes? Failing?
I know, right?
Money?
Yeah. They better be printing money. I know. Well, though that's the thing too. Like somebody was saying in chat, I have there's 2 ASICs at my house right now. They're not running because I need to get the immersion setup done. So that's kind of a little incentive to get that finished. Let's see.
So how many units you fit in that one? Is that a dual unit?
It's a dual unit, yeah. So it has 2 in there. So I'm going to do the XP and then the 100 terahash one because the 100 terahash one will be nice because then I can cross compare how it does versus an air-cooled one. And so for videos and content and stuff, which will be nice. Which will be convenient. Can you use firmware with the Fruit & Associates powered with fan setup? Yes, you can. I actually did that last winter. I'd put my 100 terahash unit. It was on air-cooled. It has dedicated, if you guys remember, I had its own ductwork coming into that and going out. And I had that on the Lux OS firmware, and I was able to get 130 terahash on that on air cooled, but it was also 20 degrees Fahrenheit outside, so it was super cold for the ASIC. Here's a question here from Astro. Hey, hobbyist, I have a question. Can you make a video on how to download and run Hive OS? I have an entire playlist of just Hive OS. videos. I will find it for you and link it in chat. But yes, you can find all of that in there.
I mean, if I was going to choose a firmware, I guess, because what I've seen at Mining Disrupt from 𝐼𝐲𝐬𝐻,
yeah,
I talked to their main developer over there for quite a while, so I think I would probably try the 𝐼𝐲𝐬𝐻 firmware.
Okay,
they've done, and I think they're going to be rolling out some stuff too, right, for enterprise level.
Correct.
For like dashboards and overviews and stuff like that. It's supposed to be like really good. I got a sneak peek at it and it was really interesting. So definitely thought that was cool.
All right, let me find this here. Okay. Get shareable. I will drop it in chat just for you, Astro. There's 27 videos in a playlist on 𝐼𝐲𝐬𝐻 alone.
27 videos on 𝐼𝐲𝐬𝐻?
So if you can't find what you're looking for, I don't think it's me. I think it's you. But I will put it in chat just for you.
What did you make 27 videos about 𝐼𝐲𝐻? I think I have like 4 or 5.
Yeah, we'll take a look here. So let me find it. Let's see. What is in our playlist here? Come on down. Man, all this fancy technology. I can share my screen and everything. Here we go. Bam. All right. So let's take a look here, King. We have say goodbye to manually checking on your GPU rigs with the 𝐼𝐲𝐻 app, how to set that up. We have another video on ASIC Hub. This is how to mine 𝐒𝐳𝐬 and 𝐾𝐴SPA, how to install the 𝐼𝐲𝐻 software on your ASICs, setting up �meowcoin. I know a guy who's big into that. You know, I know you like the what do you call it? The litter box coin? Is that what you call it?
Yeah, the litter box, man. Litter box.
That's right. Mining Ethereum ETHW on there, claiming your Ethereum off of Hive, 𝐒𝐳𝐬, preparing for the merge, how to do Neoxa, how to set up Hive mobile alerts, how to set up the Hive scheduler, the ultimate 𝐼𝐲𝐻 setup and install guide we have on there, how to use a USB dongle, or I'm sorry, a wireless dongle with your rig, Shiba, Ravencoin Lite, remember that one? That was a little while ago, you know. A video on how I deleted my entire farm. Oh, you never did?
No, I never did Ravencoin Lite.
Yeah,
isn't that a fork? Didn't Ravencoin Lite turn into
yes, Avian.
Avian, yes.
Avian. Yeah, it went off of Avian there. How to run multiple miners in a flight sheet, setting up a schedule. I'm not going to go on and on, but yeah, so it goes all the way back to my early, look at those early videos there, that awesome thumbnails. Man, I was so good at this. It was so bad. It was so bad, but that's okay. Let's see. What else do we got here? Oh, DJ on the KS2. Yeah, so you have your KS1. Did you get it up and running yet?
No, I ordered mine from Crypto Miner Bros because I've done some promotional stuff with those guys, so I reached out to them and then
big time content creator right here. Look at you.
Yeah, no, definitely not. All right, I didn't. Yeah, definitely didn't get it for free. I got little discount, like little tiny.
Start calling you Panda. Start calling you Panda.
No, definitely not. Definitely not. No, I think mine's at the end of October batch, so it hasn't even shipped.
Okay.
Yet. So I made a video for today to see.
I saw it. Yep.
For what the KS1 is actually like yielding today versus what is going to be the yield when I receive the unit. I was strongly urged to buy this thing. I'm not going to like
strongly urged. Yeah.
You know, they sent me like 7 freaking Excel docs and spreadsheets. You know, it's just like why it was so great.
Was that how's it go? Is that Smandus Mining? Is that his name?
Yeah. I can't confirm or deny that.
Yeah, that's right. The guy who has a KS2, I think, right? Is that what does he have?
I think he has all of them.
All of them. All the above. When he goes through the checkbox, he picks all.
He's just like, above. Which 𝐶ASPA miner do you have? Every one of them.
Every one of them.
Because he just got the 9.4 terahash, didn't he?
I heard it wasn't his.
No, yeah, he has to send them back, but I think he has a KS3. I know, or right, and he has a KS2. I know he has a KS0.
So the KS1, I think you guys like what 9, 8 cents, whatever. So you're roughly right around $12 a day in profit. Then is what you're looking at. Is that right?
So
Does that sound accurate?
I'm gonna do it at my house.
Oh, are
I'm
you?
not
Okay.
gonna.
What's your house
Yeah, I'm
electric?
not gonna send it to Terra just because it's only 600 watts. You know what I mean?
Oh,
So
that's true. Why did I
so
think it was 1200? That must be the KS2.
yeah, so
Is
it's
it
my rate's
KS2?
gonna be
Yeah.
at 10 for
Okay.
the unit. So it's gonna be 10.
Okay.
So
$11. It's not a huge
it's
deal.
not a big
Yeah.
jump because it doesn't use a lot of power. You know what I mean? It's only
Yeah.
600, so it's like a GPU rig essentially. So
Yeah.
not a big deal. We'll have to see how it survives in the Arizona summer because it's going in my garage.
Okay. And then I know DJ got the KS2. I actually, after I saw I've been thinking about the KS2, and then I saw your video today, and so I started to reach out to some people about the KS2, because I'm definitely interested. I was like, oh man, I was looking at my portfolio yesterday, and was like, man, my Caspa has grown so much off of just KS zeros. Like my KS zeros are just solo mining on hero miners. And it's like my Caspa wallet has grown significantly over the last, several months versus everything else. And so I was like, So I don't know. We'll see. I've been thinking about it. I priced it around the best price I found so far for the KS2 was 4,200. So I'm still up in the air about it. So when in doubt, blame DJ Mines. Pretty much.
Yeah, I think it's a good move to get into the ice to buy the KS1s and KS2s. They're lower wattage than a standard ASIC. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna say
this was a 1200. That's right.
Yeah. The payback time, you know what I mean, is pretty low. Like to me, I think it's gonna double. I don't think it's gonna stay at 6 months. It'll probably be I'm gonna say around a year.
Sure.
10 months to a year, because as more people get on, it's gonna go down. So
yeah, the one thing I've heard, which has helped me try to push in the direction of purchasing an Ice River, is if you're sitting here and you're talking about the fact of like, oh, well, the profitability, it's going down. Okay, fine. Let me take my profit per day from $23.53 down to $10. That's still better than most of all other like Bitcoin ASICs out there, better than your L7 out there. So it's like, oh shit, I cut my profitability in half, and it's still more profitable.
L7 has they've taken a lot of people got into L7s this bear run. There is an exorbitant amount of hash rate. I think the L7 at 10 cents is down to what, $4, not even $3.
Yeah, and this is the 9050, which is the one I got from you. And then I have a second one. I mean, I'm lucky because I'm down to 4 cents, so I'm still up there.
Yeah, there you go.
But still, at a normal person electric, which would be 10 cent plus, you're down to that. It's just crazy. As we're going through this, you can see like the difference between your electric rate, like changing that on something like an L7 is pretty detrimental because your electric cost. But when we just did that on an Ice River, it was like nothing. Like when we changed that, it's like it's like nothing, which is crazy to think about.
Right.
Let's see what else we got here. What else you people chatting about here? I'm not caught up with chat. What would you recommend? Let's see here. What do you recommend for the KS0? 1 or 2 fans? So any recommendations there, King?
I don't have a KS0. I know.
Well, then what the shit? Don't ask this guy. I mean, come on.
I think Chump did some content on the KS0s, didn't he? Didn't he put a fan on there? I'm pretty
sure he put a 120 millimeter fan on there. I also did a video where I replaced the stock ones with the Noctua ones. And then I also put 120 millimeter AC Infinity on top there, which is like over 100 CFM. And dude, I have one completely stock, and I have the one that I replaced the fans on. It's night and day. The one that's stock is like really, really hot to the touch. The ones with the fan, the ones with the fans are cool as can be. It's insane how good the cooling is when you just do like 120 millimeter fan on it. And you could, like, the AC Infinity one I got is more expensive. You could buy like a $20 120 millimeter fan and still do good with it, which is nice.
Are you guys worried about those power bricks at all? Because I mean, there's a few up in the Melbourne facility that we host just to help customers out. Like really, like we're not like we don't do that on a regular basis. Yeah. Because I mean, they're like 60 or 70 watts, but man, I felt those things. Like they're all stock too, by the way. There's no mods on them. Dude, they're hot to the touch. The laptop bricks are hot, and I'm like, dude, this is like This is a fire hazard waiting to happen.
It reminds me of the iPolos when they have this massive bricks the iPolos come with.
Yeah.
And those things get so hot, it's ridiculous.
I was thinking if maybe Dave could make some kind of an adapter from a 6-pin to that plug-in to the
that little like DC plug-in, whatever that is. Yeah.
To the KS0s, that might be kind of cool. Yeah.
Let's see. I'm catching up on chat. I'm behind. Call me max voltage. I don't know what I did, but have I mentioned you suck the hobbyist miner? Apparently. When you're talking about 4 cents. Okay. I was like, wait, what? Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah.
You're at the DePram. You're at the Iowa crypto mining price. You get free power. Like, yeah.
Apparently. Well, I'm actually going to be reaching. Yeah, I'm going to be reaching out to. There's 2 power cooperatives in my area, and for those of you guys not familiar, your power cooperative, all it really is a bunch of companies that have come together that then take their total usage and they go to the power company and say, "Here's our total usage. What type of rate can you cut us?" Because it's kind of, if you think about it, like if you were one big business that has this like massive amount of electric demand, you could go to the power company and say, "Hey, we need better." So I want to approach that and see, like, I haven't looked into it yet, but I want to find out, like, is there a buy-in fee per year? And do you have to be a business? Because if so, like, I have an LLC established. So, okay, cool. My only thing that would work against me is like I'm on a residential property that most of those people would be commercial. So I kind of need to look into it, because if I can get into one of those and let's say they have like, I don't know, a really good electric rate. Like my house right now, I was at really low at my house, but I have a lot less electric usage there now. And my contract is up at my house in January. So I'm going to get effed in January because they're going to look at my 12-month history and go, yeah, we can't make this work. So I need to find a solution. So my goal is next month, November here, to reach out to some of these power cooperatives. And if I got to start attending meetings or whatever it is and see, I mean, if I could go to meet with them and they come in at some low rate, like awesome, especially if they have like contracts and things like that. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Definitely interested.
Usually from experience,
tell me.
I don't know your state at all and how it works, because everybody's power is different. See, like Arizona, we got 2 companies that supply it. One company's very little, and the other company has like 95% of the state, right? So you don't really get a choice. Now, when you do approach electric companies, usually if you want a custom rate, I mean, you're talking megawatts.
Yeah.
Well,
and that's the nice thing about a power cooperative is like I get in on it. It could be 100 companies in the area.
Is it like you guys all pool together as companies?
Yes. Yes, you pool together and then you approach the power company and say, here's our total electric usage. So it's kind of like, think of like an electric company union, almost like you're a customer going to an electric company looking for chump change, bring the lube. Yeah, 100%. So we'll see how it goes. Because right now I'm on year 3 with my current electric company at my house. So the first year I was at like that left side of the bill was only, I forget what it was, $59 a month. And so I abused the shit out of that. And then the next year, my anniversary came up. They looked at my history and they took that $59 and moved it to $444. But that was on top of 4 cents. So now they're going to look at my electric rate and look at my last 12 months. Now, granted, it's come down a little bit, but I was running full size ASICs there. Like it was, we were using 28,800 watts at the peak. So we'll see what happens. Hey, worst comes to worst. Here's how I'm going to abuse it. You ready? I'm going to shut off my house for a year. And then at the year mark, I'm going to resubmit for their trial. They'll look at my 12-month history and see I use 0 watts because I have solar. And they'll go, oh, we can offer you $29.99, which was some trial thing they were offering. And then I'll abuse the hell out of that again. So it'll put us right in line with 2025.
How do you only pay $29.99 for power? How is that even possible?
It's the left side. So like the right side of the bill is 4.1. So 4 cents, 4.1. And so but then the left side of my bill is the supply side. And traditionally with most electric companies, you pay both.
Yeah.
But the supply, you're allowed to shop the supply side in Pennsylvania, and there's all these suppliers out there. So there's one supplier that has that So take your entire left side of your bill and just put $29 to it, and it's a flat fee. That's how you get away with that type of stuff.
I'm dropping a shed over there at your house.
That's right. Start them up. Let's go. Uh-huh. Yeah,
That's
I hear
crazy.
You. Oh, look at this. No. Brendan Black says, and we were talking about the bricks getting really hot. I actually have a couple of fans blowing on the laptop power supplies to help it. Let's be honest here, Brendan Black. That just helps you sleep at night. Let's be honest. That helps you sleep knowing that you're not burning down your house. So I get it. 100%. Let's see here.
Well, I'm gonna head out. I gotta go.
Go for it.
I gotta go. Put on some customer nodes here. So appreciate you letting me hang out, Mr. Content Creator.
Hey, go check out Terra Hosting, folks. This is the guy behind it. The man in the back, right here, over here, on the side.
But yeah, he's over there now.
He's over there. All right, brother. I'll talk to you later. See you.
All right, later.
See you. Bye. And so there was one. So I got nothing else to do. I'm just hanging out here. I got an Airbnb, hanging out by myself. I might have to take a potty break here in a minute. We'll see. I just got I was checking to see on what's been pumping. Let's take a look here. I wanted to see what's been going up. Could you drop the PS in minerals? When what? I don't know. I don't know. The power supplies? I mean, maybe you could. Just drop by to say, have a good stream. Oh, 𝐒𝐕HEZLO coming in. Well, thank you, young man. Appreciate it. Yeah. Hello. Now I get what he was trying to say. Yeah. Yeah, what is that with Radiant? I thought of Hawk today. I thought of Hawk when I saw that went up so much. Where is it? Here it is. This is the Don't Tell Panda. We have this bookmarked here. This is the Red Panda Mining proof. Let's see here. Let's share that. Add the stage. There we go. Our Red Panda Mining list here. I was curious on what was the highest. Yeah, look at that. Radiant right now. 20. It's up right now. 19%. That's crazy. This was my alert I was getting on 𝐒𝐲 AI, which was great. Look at that. We'll take it. Up 11%, up 24% in the last 7 days. I should have bought more of it. How is HiveMapper bumping? Really? I did see the alert on Meowcoin, but that's nuts. 52%. Come on, Caspa, get back. Look at that. 4 cents, 488. That is incredible. What's up, homies? What's up? Been lurking for a minute. Got to roll. Great stream. Hey, thanks for coming to stop by, Financial. Appreciate it. Kapow for the win, apparently. Take a deeper dive into it sometime. Yeah, I'll have to. I considered it. So it's really funny. So I saw Son of a Tech the other day had another video. I forget what it was how to mine another coin. And I had flashbacks to his video of how to mine Caspa when he first got into it. And I saw it and was like, oh, this is just another shit coin. I'm not going to mess with this. And then I saw Son of a Tech post the space mesh one not too long ago. And I was like, do I need to mine this? Am I missing out on something? And then I was like, no. I looked into it and was like, I'm good. I was like, all right. But now I'm like, damn, every time Son of a Tech posts something super early on, do I need to get into it? Do I need to jump on it? Because is it going to be another Caspa? You know what I mean? I'm like, dang it. 100%. That was my concern. All right, let me look at this poll real quick here in chat. I had asked you guys, what firmware should I run on my immersion ASICs? And 57% said Hive, 35 Brains, and only 7 for LuxOS. So yeah, I put Brains, and I'm going to do a video on this down the road. It's on my list. I'm going to put Brains on. I have that S9. Do you guys remember the S9 that I pulled out of that heat bit unit? I know Chump Change remembers. But I took that S9, I pulled it out, and it became a project type of ASIC for me. I had to buy a different chassis for it, the stock one. I had to get fans for it. But it was okay. I wasn't my goal was not to run that thing and be making money off of it. But I put Brains on it, and I set it to 300 watts, and then I set it up to solo mine, and I just did this off to the side. So I want to create a video on it, which I think would be really cool on just kind of taking that old hardware, putting different firmware on it and then repurposing it. Because now at 300 watts, it's like, okay, you know, you're 300 watts, but you're a couple hundred terahash, or I don't know, maybe it's like 3 or 4, maybe 5 terahash on solo mining. It's like a great purpose use for it, which was really, really nice. Yes, we'll see. Etienne, nice buy today. 4 new 12 GPU frames and power supplies. Oh, nice. Good for you. Hey, good for you, man. Keep on keeping on. Let's look at this here. I hate the fact that my camera is like, I'm on a laptop. So like, yeah. Can I lower this down? No, I can't. I can't make it any lower. 97 GPUs. Wow, that's impressive. That's impressive. All right, let's go here. I wanted to see Radiant. Like, what? Why? Why is Radiant up out of all things? Don't make Hawk brag about this. Look at that 7-day on Radiant. Wow. That's crazy. And 1 month. Okay, so 1 month is it's almost back to where it was for a 1 month high. Look at that, 1 year. How much is it? Damn. That's impressive. Hey, you gotta take those W's when you can. 100%. I want Doge. Come on, Doge. Where you at, Dogecoin? I've been stacking Dogecoin for a while now. Like, come on. I want you to do something. 1 year. Oh, that Dogecoin looks so bad for 1 year. You bought 2. Oh, I saw that on your stream. You took like $1,000. Dude, good for you, DJ. How much are you up on that? I actually remember you. I watched that live stream of you buying Radiant. Let's go like 7 days. That's. I wonder if you got it down towards here. That was. Or wait, that was. Yeah, man, you must be looking pretty good. I didn't realize like you were down here. Damn, you're about 50% up, I would say, based off what I'm seeing. Just a guess. Doge is the new stable coin. I need Elon Musk to accept Doge on Twitter or X, and then we'll be in a good spot. That would be awesome. Come on, do something. Or like you could buy Teslas with Dogecoin. That would be nice. Like come on, let's do something. Excuse me. Kadena, I'm actually really happy to see Kadena. I've got a decent bag of Kadena. I could use a little pump there. Bitcoin, we all could agree. Bitcoin 10%. Heck yeah, for the last 7 days. ZIL, I think we'll take that ZIL pump. I think everything's got a little pump to it, right now. Let's be honest here. Which is very true. Let's go back to this one. After stupid Bitcoin fees, I had 830 of Radiant. It's worth a little bit over 1K. That's awesome. Good for you. Man, what's with you and fees, dude? You pay, I don't know what avenue you're getting into these things. Oh my God. I think you're doing everything through Coinbase, right? So I think that's where you're running into your issue. Because did you buy in with fiat into Bitcoin and then you had fees on Coinbase, and then you should take your Bitcoin, take it over to like TradeOgre, or what did you take it over to then convert into Radiant? Because that sounds pretty crazy. Yo, driving home from work, here to hit that like button. Oh, thank you, Greater Good. Hey, I got a chance to meet Greater Good Mining. I'm not worthy at Cypherpunk. It was great. He hung out with us. He bought us all pizza that second night. You can only buy Radiant with Bitcoin on TradeOgre. Okay. Bitcoin fees are awful. Oh, all right, let me go drink here. You guys can walk with me here. This Airbnb I'm in, they're so nice. They leave 6 little water bottles and a little like design in the fridge. Most Airbnbs I've stayed at. Oh, did you guys see the shirt? Oh. 0 flux given. If they had in USDT. So I think DJ, you'll have to look. I've been getting more and more used to using TradeOgre. At different times, they'll actually change based off of what their volume is on like with Bitcoin or USDT or whatever. So you have to kind of take a look, because sometimes I found it changes. Yeah. Oh, Endless Mining is still here. Greater Good says, it was great meeting you, hobbyist. Oh, pleasure was all mine, brother. Pleasure was all mine. Dude, these little things you drink in like it's nice the Airbnb has these versus nothing at all. The one Airbnb we were in Florida, there was nothing. There wasn't even coffee or anything. There's at least coffee here and stuff. Oh my word. You're always here. No, appreciate it. Oh yeah, I'll show you guys what I have running in Hive right now. We were talking about it earlier because you were asking about GPU rigs, so I can show you guys. Let's see. Somebody saw my message about being in Texas and said on Twitter, "Can you stop by Compass Mining and ask them to turn my rigs back on?" Oh, I feel so bad for those people. I feel so bad. All right, I think I can flip this here. Catch up on chat real quick. All right, I have Safe Trade as well. I'm using Safe Trade and I'm using Trade Ogre. I actually have a little bit of 𝐶𝐢𝐬𝐴I on Safe Trade and a little bit on Trade Ogre. Let me jump to here. Add to stage. So here is my farm here. Here's my mining shed at my house. So I do have my Abra rig on Dynex. This is the 580 rig. I will end up probably shutting this down here. Got a little boost in Dynex actually with the latest SRB miner, I think. Over the last few, I feel like this was down around like 1.5. Now it's up to 2,000, which is pretty good. But I mean, the watts are barely anything. I mean, look at this. This whole rig uses like 400 watts. That's stupid. Is that stupid? Look at the world that we've come to as GPU miners when like a full 8-card rig uses 400 watts. Even in the Ethereum days, we weren't even close to this amount of efficiency. You should swing by Simple Mining. Are they in Texas as well? That I'm not as familiar with. Let me see here. I just got a message, and then we'll take a look at the next rig here. All right, cool. And then let's see another GPU rig. I have my L3 still on. That's going to so. The 580s we're going to decommission here. I'm going to have a video coming up here. We're going to pull everything out of my shed and lay it out in my basement. And we're going to go through it and decide what we decommission and what we put back in the shed. The shed also needs a good bath inside. My cousin's L3's in there. My L3's in there. We're going to get rid of that. Power it down, should I say. I do have this is my 3070 rig, all on Dynex as well. I actually went through and updated everything today. These are doing pretty good, mostly on 5, one of them on 4. The kilohash is there, which is nice. 3070s, oh yeah. I thought they were. Maybe it was Utah. Yeah, I'm not positive. I'm not positive where they're located at. 42 nodes. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Miner for 9. That's nuts. I mean, that's cool, man. It's a whole nother part of mining, you know? Let's see what else we have here. This rig, we're probably going to decommission these GPUs too. We're going to repurpose this server case for other GPUs. These are the MSI. These are my favorite GPUs. These are the MSI GeForce GTX 60, some of my favorite 1660 Ti's. These are like the these guys here. These guys right here. Oh, they look so good with the RGB. They kind of have like that like fighter jet look to them. But we are going to power those down. They're just, you know, they're far from profitable, and I want to put beefier GPUs in there. I kind of made a decision. Oh, you're in Fort Worth, Texas. That's where I was earlier. Dude, that airport is really, really nice. I'd never been to the Fort Worth, Texas airport. That one is really nice. I just made a decision. It was time to decommission some of these older, smaller GPUs and kind of beef that out a little bit. I want to focus on GPUs that have a lot more memory. So like the 3070s are 8 gig. That's okay. My 0x80s, those mining cards, the AMD ones, those are 10 gig, which is great. I just bought 8 6700 XTs. Those are 12 gigs. So we're beefing things up a little bit more here. How much would you charge somebody for one of those G4s? I mean, I'm not going to sell those. They're 1660 Ti's, not supers. What overclocks are you using on those? I'll go back to it. Oh, they're right there. Oh yeah, let me look those up for you. Hang on. I'll look it up for you. I will just the core clock. Just setting the core clock. I'll put it in chat. The core clock is set to 1470 for those. They run great, which is nice. Yeah, I mean, you're $100 maybe for those things now. I mean, the 580s go for like $40, $50, $60 right now. So yeah, I mean, I love those GPUs. I think they're awesome, but I'm going to pack them away. I'm not getting rid of them. We're just going to pack them away, clean them up, put them in a box, and save them for a rainy day. Maybe the next bull run, you're able to mine with them something that's really profitable, or just sell them in the next bull run, you know? Let's see. My Leafeon rig, this has quite a variety. This one has my 12 6600s. This is in a Octominer X12. So we're running all of our 6600s in here. And these are on Dynex right now. And they're just hashing away on Dynex. These things have been on Dynex for a while, which has been really, really nice. That's just my miner for 9. That's just with ETH. That was just with ETH. Hit you up? All right, I'll hit you up. Sounds good. Yep. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, this rig, I'm actually going to be moving to this Neoxa rig. I'm going to be moving this to 𝐒𝐢𝐬𝐴I here soon. I want to do a video on 𝐒𝐢𝐬𝐴I and how to mine it, how to set up your wallet. And so I'm going to move this to 𝐒𝐢𝐬𝐴I, which I think will be great. Runs on the same algorithm, which is that 𝐶𝐵. So that'll be nice. What else do we have here? My Onyx one. This is 3060 and 3060 Ti's. So the nice thing is here, so like, you know, something I'm looking at, your 3060 use 12 gigabytes, which is great. Like I'm trying to have that mentality. Your 3060 Ti's only have 8. So like, I don't know, we'll see. I might part ways with the 3060 Ti's. I'm not sure what I want to do. 3060 Ti's are pretty decent on Ergo. But the 3060s have that more memory, and I'm kind of thinking more memory-esque. So we'll see what we decide to do. But this one's on Dynex as well. We do have our Poplio rig. This one has a little bit of a mismatch. 6600, 6600 XTs. There's a 6500 XT in here. So we definitely got to figure out what I want to do with this rig. I might take definitely take the 6500 XT out. I might give that to my son for his gaming PC. I think that's a perfect card for him there. He plays little odd-end games, nothing crazy, Roblox, things like that on the PC. And then the 6600, I might build out another rig of 6600s and then take my 6600 XTs and build those into, and buy a few more and build those into an entire rig. There's something to be said about everything being uniform. You know what I mean? Let me catch up with chat here. Watching from Barcelona, Spain. What's up? Hello, hello. Thank you for coming to join. I appreciate it. 𝐒𝐢𝐬𝐴I, heck yeah, there you go. You have your 6600 XT rig on. There you go. Heck yeah. Look at DJ. He's got his microphone there. Coming to you live. You're in Berks County, PA. I just got a 5G Helium miner, getting ready to install it. Any tips? How high are you installing it? Like, I don't know if you saw my video, 𝐿𝐼𝐬𝐼, but yeah. Make sure you use the right app. 𝐿𝐼𝐬𝐼, in my video today, in the description of the video, I actually put the instructions that Helium, their techs sent to me. Follow those. I followed other instructions that I had, and they were outdated. And now I have to go back up there with a boom lift or something and do something, you know, there. Give that man a 3060 Ti, 3070. Hey, DJ, come on, come here. Why don't you come give yours, all right? Come on. There's no free handouts in this world. You work for it. But yeah, 𝐿𝐼𝐬𝐼, make sure you use the right instructions because I have to rent a boom lift again and go back up there just to take a picture with a different app. because the app that I used was outdated, and they rejected my CPI, and I have to resubmit now for registration, but I have to write that lift again, which sucks. So yeah, there's that, which is painful to say the least. 65 team might as well. Yo, listen, that's not the case. Listen here, Mr. DJ. All right, this DJ Minds guy in chat. Who's listening to this guy? All right, and then finally my Squirtle rig. This is my longest lasting flux rig. I've had this rig on flux for over 2 years now. Most of these GPUs are actually from Red Fox Crypto. If you guys followed my channel, there was a video. I actually went to his house to buy these in Jersey, and this has just been on flux nonstop. And I think I'll keep it. I'll keep it on flux, earning those parallel assets. Just let it ride. That's kind of what I'm thinking, which will be pretty cool. All right, let's see. Evolve it to world. My kids actually named all my GPUs off of Pokemon. So then this is my new shed, my ASIC shed. I have my 2 E9 Pros in there. They're running on Ethereum, getting Ethereum Classic, getting paid out in Bitcoin on 2 miners. I have the 2 L7s in there. They're both on Unmineable, getting fully paid out in Dogecoin, no Litecoin. I have a KD Lite there, but HiveOS has a weird, goofy issue. I don't know what it is. You have to restart ASIC Hub, and then it shows up properly. I've talked with their devs about it. Something with ASIC Hub. I then have 2 of my 3 100 terahash Bitcoin miners up and running. Right now they're on low power mode. That's why you see them on 80 and 79 terahash. I have my S19 Pro X or the S19 Pro 117 terahash unit. That one is on full power mode. And then on my S19K Pro, that one is up and running as well, 123 terahash right now. I'm missing 2 ASICs there. My third 100 terahash unit, talked about that earlier. We're getting that prepped for immersion at my house, and then my S19 XP is getting prepped as well, which will be pretty badass. Red Fox, who's that? I don't know, brother. I don't know, man. He comes and goes, like the wind. 160 watts, my lord. What are those numbers? Yeah, right. How do you get Hive for free? Provided from HiveOS as a sponsorship. That's why it says free. I am very fortunate. So yes, that's what we have running right now. No, mine is, yeah, you get the first few rigs for free on Hive. And then after that, you have to pay per rig. I just load up what's in there. Like I got my iPolos in there, my Jazz miners in there. I kind of throw a bunch of stuff in there. Anything that'll at least work with it. I've started to go through and build the flight sheets. That is the nice thing. My iPolos are on Ethereum Classic getting paid out in Caspa. So I'm mining Ethereum Classic to Unmineable, getting paid out in Caspa, which is really, really nice. My X16Q, that is actually on Octaspace, getting paid out, and Octaspace and ZIL. And I saw K1, that's on K1. K1, I saw Rapid Mining's video on that, which is really sweet. That K1 is paying higher out for ZIL right now, which is fantastic. So I'm on low power mode right now. Good question there, Solar Miner, because I've maxed out my electric at my shed. So I'm not maxed out quite. I took 2 ASICs from there. I can run 28,800 watts at my new shed, which is 5 30 amp 240 volt. So it's 150 amps. So I kind of play the game of what's most profitable, moving things between low power mode and full power mode. You also have to think about it. Like if I have one 30 amp 240 volt circuit, let me swap over here. If I have one 30 amp 240 volt circuit and I take one, like a Bitcoin ASIC, and use 3,300 watts, right? I only have 2,400 watts left. So I have to find something to kind of pair with it. You get what I'm saying? So like I have to find 2 ASICs that will not max out that 5,760 watts. So 5,760 watts is the 80% you can use for a 30 amp 240 volt. I think the math is, if you were to take like, what you do is you take 30 times 240, that gives you 7,200 watts, but you can only use 80% of it, which the exact number is 5,760 watts. So that's why I play the game of like full size ASIC. So a lot of mine are like, I have on a few of my circuits, a full Bitcoin miner or an L7. L7 uses a decent amount of watts, I think 3,400. And then I have an E9 Pro because of the lower amount of watts that it has on it. So hopefully that makes sense. Good question there though, coming from Solar Miner. Yeah, but the thing is, like right now, like ideally I should be running everything on low power mode. And as I grow my shed, I might add more items to low power mode, like more ASICs, because of the fact that low power mode is actually the most efficient, which at the end of the day is the most profitable, right? So that's something to keep in mind that, like, you know, could be the case. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. But I also like having all that hash rate, you know, bringing in more, but it does cost me more as well. So it's kind of a double-edged sword between like efficiency and hash rate. As long as I'm maxing things out, I think I'm in a good boat, because like I want to be maxing out all the power I can at that location, because it is like that unlimited plan I was talking about. So the more electric I use, the lower my plan actually ends up being at the end of the day, if that makes any sense. Excuse me. All right. Guys, I think I'm going to wrap things up there. We've been live for an hour and hour and 45 minutes. I think I might call it there. Get unpacked, all that fun stuff, relax a little bit. I do have the mining farm tour tomorrow, so I'm looking forward to that. If you guys are just joining, I'm down here in Texas. We're doing a container mining farm tour tomorrow of fraction mining, which will be really cool. I'll put a link in chat if you guys do want to check it out. They actually sell mining NFTs, so it gives you like a portion of an ASIC. Not for everybody, but for some people that mining isn't an option for them, this is a good avenue to go, which would be really cool. All right, guys, so I'm going to head out. I appreciate you guys coming to hang with me. I don't think anyone else is live right now. I was taking a look to see if there's anyone else currently live that we could pass people on to, but I don't see anyone else live currently right now, which is a bummer. So I'm going to head out, but thank you guys very much for joining me tonight. Thanks for King for coming to join and chat for a little bit. This is just an impromptu type of stream thing. Have some fun. But anyways, guys, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.